I think this is a good time just for infrastructure generally, because it's one of the few areas where the Democrats and the Republicans seem to have an overlap that more is better. And it's an asset class that really has suffered from sort of a confluence of good intention in terms of laws, but and policies and regulations, but altogether it's made it almost impossible for people to build things. And you know, for example, in the United States, it typically can take 10 or even 15 years to get something permitted. In Germany and Canada, it's 2 years. It's stunning. These are real countries. This is like G7. Aren't these two of the G7 doing this in 2 years without any adverse environmental consequences?
Well, I'll ask you the same thing I asked Glenn Youngkin earlier, which is there the political will, not just at the federal level, but at the state level, to do that in the United States?
Well, I think some of these roads and other types of infrastructure getting to the point where, you know, you're wearing out your cars early. There's like there's a consensus that our infrastructure, if you've traveled abroad, which I know you have, is vastly inferior to almost any other country of a significant, you know, sort of income. And I think we were rated D- by one of the big civil engineering firms. We're 16th in the world, and I think most people have sort of said, this is enough. We've got to invest. We've got to fix things up. So in a way, it's some of it's a political question. Do they have the will? And my hunch is that in this kind of divisive political environment, that there's relatively little to rally around. This happens to be something that I think can be rallied around.
And you've obviously been advising the president, notably on a number of different issues. Do you feel like, as you look at the administration and the economy, that this could be the thing that gets done? Infrastructure could get done ahead of tax and health and the other things we've been talking about?
I just was in Washington for 2 days, so I guess that leaves me in cosmic confusion. but nonetheless, you know, I don't think it goes first for a variety of reasons. But I think there's a really a good shot that you know, this is a safe zone for both parties, and if they can get together and do something, that would be, you know, I think it would be well received by the country.